Hey there lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup. And if you are a beginner to eyeshadow, then this video is for you. And even if you're not a beginner, then this video is for you as well, because we are going to be covering smoky eyes. So let's get into it. I have already primed my eyes with some concealer and then set it with powder. You really want to make sure that you set it with powder. It's super important because that is going to give you the most flawless look here rather than having really patchy look. Setting that concealer with the powder, it's going to help that eyeshadow just glide on really well here. I'm just using very basic brown. I'm going to be using a mixture of all of these. First, what I'm going to do is start with kind of that more like darker, darker mid-tone brown. And I'm going to start this at the base of my lashes. That's where you're going to want most of the color. And then as we come up to our crease, that's where we're going to blend it out some more. Now, if you have hooded eyes, most people are going to stop right there. But the problem with doing that is that you are making your eye look so much smaller than it actually is. So you want to make sure you bring that color actually up above your crease. If you notice, I'm using tapping motions. That's going to get me the most color payoff. I first start at the base of my lashes and then I bring it up. There, I've already got my base all done on that eye, so I'm just going to replicate it on this one. Already with that one color, I have got this basically where I want it. And I'm dipping into this lighter brown here, and I'm going to use that as my transition. Really, when it comes to a smoky eye, when it looks like a mess, you did it right. It really doesn't take a whole lot of effort to put it on. So now I've actually got it right where I want it to be. And I'm gonna come in with just a little bit more. I wanna deepen this up just a little bit. So I'm gonna take that darkest brown, but really I could stop right here and I'd be totally happy. I'm gonna focus this at my lash line a little bit more. So you're working kind of in a gradient. And because that brown is so dark, it's bringing some cool tones to this look. And look how much it's making my blue eyes stand out. Don't you just love it? I do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base and then we'll finish up the eye look. Okay, I've got my base all done and just kind of walking you through a little bit of what I like to do when I do a smoky eye. I actually like to use a lighter colored foundation that is especially matte so that I can get this really like flawless base, full coverage foundation. I can get this flawless base and then I use more cool toned bronzer, or you could use contour as well to really chisel out my face. Because if I come in with like really warm tones and bright blushes and everything, I feel like it takes away from the sultry smoky eye that you're trying to go for. And I do bring in a little bit of blush, just a little hint of color, not too much. And then I keep my lips really neutral as well. And that way, everything is really neutral and I'm letting the eyes pop, and especially the color of my eyes, I'm letting those pop a lot. So now to finish up this look, I am going to take that lightest brown color right here and I'm going to apply that under my eyes. And something else I forgot to mention is that I really like to focus on highlighter when I am doing a smoky eye. So I keep my face neutral and then I focus on the highlighter. So now I'm gonna come in with my highlighter and pop that in the inner corner of my eye to really make that pop. And last but not least, we're gonna pop on some mascara. I'm gonna make sure that I go really heavy-handed with my mascara. And sometimes I will do a few coats. You could also just come in with a really thick fake lash as well. And then I'm going to put this on the bottom of my lashes as well. This is one of the few times that I will actually put mascara on my bottom lashes. So I hope it is coming across the camera as much as it is in my mirror right now of how blue my eyes are. This actually, goes right in line with a video that'll pop up on the screen here that you can go ahead and watch that talks about eyeshadow colors that are best for blue eyes. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!